Hey everyone, it's crazy, right? What people are doing with AI these days is like mind-blowing. AI writing hit songs, AI making movie trailers, heck, even designing terror video games. But today we're diving into something that takes AI to like a whole new level. An app called AI Celebrity.
Hmm.
And this app, well, it claims to let you transform into, well, any celebrity you can imagine
Okay.
and use that AI version of yourself to create like viral content.
Interesting.
So think about this. You could be racking up millions of views on YouTube, becoming like a TikTok sensation,
Mm-hmm.
even, scoring those sweet, sweet brand deals, all thanks to the power of AI, right?
It's a very compelling idea, especially in today's world where online visibility can really translate into real-world power and, wealth.
You're right. It definitely plays on that whole get famous quick thing, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
But let's break it down. What does AI celebrity actually claim to do? Okay, so they lay out this three-step process.
Okay.
Starts with choosing your AI celebrity. You can pick from a library of pre-made celebrities or even create your own from scratch. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
Then you use the app, right, to generate viral content featuring your chosen AI persona, everything from like funny skits to, thought-provoking commentary.
So you're saying it handles everything, the content creation.
That's what they claim, yeah.
Interesting.
And finally, you publish this content across all the big platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and just, watch the views and the money roll in, supposedly.
It's a seductive pitch, that's for sure, especially when they start mentioning, figures like earning $500 to $1,000 a day from brand deals.
Right. Sounds too good to be true, almost.
Yeah, it really does.
But before we rough to download this app, let's take a closer look at some of the features, see if they live up to the hype.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so one standout feature, right, is this whole face swapping thing. So imagine this, you take a clip of like Taylor Swift performing at a concert, right? And then boom, you replace her face with yours. I mean, that's got to be instant viral material, right?
It definitely grabs attention, yeah. But it also raises some serious questions.
Oh, like what?
Like about copyright, copyright infringement,
Right, right.
using someone else's image or likeness even without their permission, that can that can lead to some legal trouble.
Yeah, that's a good point. And speaking of, well, red flags, this app's marketing, man, it is full of exaggerated claims and pressure tactics. Like constantly they're pushing this idea that you're going to miss out on this like once in a lifetime opportunity if you don't act now, right?
Ah, yes, the classic scarcity principle at work.
Exactly. Limited time offers, those countdown timers, bonuses that like disappear if you even hesitate for a second. It's all very it reminds me of those late night infomercials.
Oh, totally. The ones that promise to make you rich overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, putting the marketing aside for a moment, there are some genuinely interesting features.
Oh yeah. Like what?
Like the ability to create, entirely new AI celebrities in any niche you can think of.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's kind of cool. So like what? You could have an AI expert in sustainable living and they're promoting your eco-friendly product.
Exactly. Or an AI fitness guru, leading workout sessions on your YouTube channel. I mean, the possibilities they're pretty mind-boggling when you think about it.
You could have like an AI version of Albert Einstein, right? Explaining like your scientific theories on TikTok. Now that would be something to see. But the question is, does AI celebrity actually deliver on these promises? I mean, can you really create high quality, engaging content that will actually attract millions of viewers
Right.
and land you those like coveted brand deals? Or is it all just, smoke and mirrors?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think that's where we need to separate the hype from the reality. While the technology behind it's pretty impressive, AI-generated scripts, voices, music, even dynamic emotional expressions, right, for your AI celebrities. But there's no guarantee of success, really. Building an online following, that takes time, effort, and a lot of creativity.
It's not as simple as pressing a button and watching the money roll in, huh?
I'm afraid not.
So, okay, we've looked at what AI celebrity claims to do. We've talked about some of its key features, right? Touched on the potential risks, the red flags, all that good stuff.
Hmm.
But before we jump to any conclusions, let's step back for a second. What does the emergence of this app tell us about, well, our relationship with fame and influence in this whole age of AI?
That's a really great question. And I think it gets to the heart of what makes this whole topic so fascinating. I mean, we're entering this new era, right, where technology is blurring the lines between reality and, what's artificial.
Yeah.
An AI celebrity, it's a prime example of that, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it makes you wonder, what does it even mean to be a celebrity anymore in a world where anyone can just become a digital doppelganger of their favorite star, right? Like, is authenticity becoming irrelevant?
It's a strange new world, isn't it?
Are we moving towards a future where our idols are just lines of code? I don't know. It's kind of freaky.
It's definitely something to ponder.
Yeah. But look, we're going to explore all these big questions in more depth as we continue our deep dive into AI celebrity.
Absolutely.
But for now, let's shift gears a bit. Take a closer look at this app in action. Analyze some real-world examples, how people are using it. Talk about the benefits, the drawbacks.
A more hands-on approach.
Yeah, exactly. From both a creative and ethical standpoint. What do you say?
I'm all for it. Let's dive in.
Sounds good. Stay tuned, folks. Things are about to get really, really interesting. Okay, so we talked about, what this AI celebrity app promises and some of the features, but now I'm actually curious. Have you seen any, real examples of how people are using it, out in the wild?
Oh yeah, definitely. There are some really creative ones and some that are just, well, downright bizarre.
Okay, give me an example. What's something cool you've seen?
Well, for instance, I saw one user who created an AI version of Marie Curie.
Marie Curie, like the scientist.
Exactly. And they're using her to present like science experiments on TikTok.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly educational and pretty engaging to watch.
Okay, so it sounds like they're using the technology in a way that's, both entertaining and informative.
Right.
But what about the potential for misuse, right? I mean, we already talked about the whole copyright thing.
Mm-hmm.
But are there other ethical, implications we should be thinking about, things that, maybe we haven't even considered yet?
You're right. There are definitely some gray areas here.
Yeah.
One concern that comes to mind is the potential for misinformation
Okay.
or even, outright deception.
Right.
Imagine someone creating like an AI version of a political figure
Oh, wow.
and using that to spread fake news or propaganda.
Yeah.
That could have some pretty serious consequences, I think.
That's a scary thought. And it makes you wonder, how can we even verify what's real anymore? What's AI generated and what's not?
It's getting harder and harder to tell, isn't it?
Like we're entering this world where we can't even trust our own eyes, our own ears. It's weird.
It really highlights the need for like critical thinking skills
Yeah.
and media literacy, especially in this age of AI.
So being savvy, not just about the products we buy, but the information we consume as well.
Exactly. We need to be aware of the potential for manipulation, be cautious, about what we're seeing and hearing online.
For sure. But let's not get too caught up in all the doom and gloom here. I mean, this technology, it has the potential to be incredibly empowering too, right?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. AI celebrity, it could give a voice to people who might not otherwise have, the platform or the resources to reach a large audience.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Aspiring artists, activists, educators, they could all leverage this technology to amplify their message.
And connect with a global community.
Exactly.
That's a really interesting point. It could democratize fame
Mm-hmm.
in a way we've never seen before. Like suddenly anyone with a smartphone and a good idea could potentially become, an online sensation.
Right. It's a pretty radical concept when you think about it.
It is. It really is. And it challenges those traditional notions of what it means to be a celebrity. In a world where, AI can create perfect digital representations of anyone, will we still be drawn to the flaws, the imperfections, that make real people so relatable?
That's the question, isn't it? What will we value more? The perfection of the artificial or the realness of the human?
That's a great question. Will we start to value authenticity even more in a world that's, becoming increasingly artificial?
Right.
Or will we just become so accustomed to these flawless AI personas
Mm-hmm.
that real people just start to seem, I don't know, boring in comparison?
It's hard to say for sure,
Yeah.
but it's clear that AI celebrity, it's really pushing us to rethink our relationship with fame, influence, and even the very nature of identity in the digital age.
This whole conversation is really making me think. It's like we're standing at the edge of this new frontier, and we're not quite sure what's on the other side.
It's uncharted territory for sure.
But one thing's for sure, it's going to be a wild ride.
I think that's a safe bet. This technology, it's evolving so rapidly, it's hard to predict where it'll go next. But by engaging in these conversations, thinking critically about the implications of AI, we can help shape its development, in a way that benefits humanity.
So we need to be informed, we need to be vigilant, and we need to be, like, open to the possibilities, both the good and the bad. But hey, enough from us. What about you?
Right. We want to hear from you.
What are your thoughts on all this AI celebrity stuff? Are you, like, excited about the potential? Are you concerned about the risks?
Let us know in the comments.
Exactly. Let's hear it. And while you're at it, share any interesting examples that you've seen, how this technology is being used.
We're always curious to see what people are doing with it.
All right, let's move on to our final thoughts. It's kind of wild how fast AI is changing, like everything. So many industries, right?
It really is.
And the entertainment world, no exception.
Definitely not.
We've seen AI in, like, music, art, writing, and now it's messing with the whole idea of what a celebrity even is. It's like, what's next?
It's moving so fast.
One thing that keeps coming back to me, though, this whole authenticity thing,
Yeah.
like, if anyone could just create a perfect digital, like, copy of their favorite celebrity, does that, like, cheapen the real person?
That's a big question, isn't it? I mean, we put a lot of value on authenticity, especially when it comes to people we look up to.
Right.
But what happens when the lines get blurry, between real and fake? Will we still like crave that connection, that real human connection?
It's almost like fandom is entering, like, a new era. Imagine, right, a world where you could talk to an AI version of your favorite musician, ask them questions, get advice even. Would that be the same as seeing them live or meeting them face to face?
Tough to say. On one hand, it could open up like all these new ways to connect. Anyone, anywhere could have a one-on-one, virtually at least, with their idol.
That's true. It would, like, level the playing field in a way.
Exactly.
But on the other hand, there's something about a live show, right? The energy, the crowd, a real person with all their, imperfections up on stage. AI can't copy that. Not yet, anyway.
I agree. There's a certain magic to that shared experience that goes beyond just the digital. But I also think we got to be open to what AI can bring. Maybe it can like add to our interactions, make new kinds of entertainment, even inspire us in ways we haven't even thought of.
It's like we're at this crossroads. Resist the tech, cling to the past, be scared of the unknown, or embrace it, explore it, shape it into something good.
I like that. And I think the important thing is to talk about it, really debate these ideas, consider what it means ethically. It's not just about the tech itself, but how we use it.
It's a lot to take in, I know. But that's what makes this whole thing so interesting. It's making us rethink everything we thought we knew about fame, influence, what it means to connect with other people, all in this digital age we're living in.
And it's forcing us to look at ourselves a little closer too.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Why are we so attracted to these artificial version of people? What are we looking for that maybe we're not finding, in the real world?
Those are questions we're going to keep asking, I think, as AI gets more sophisticated, as it becomes a bigger part of our lives.
It's a conversation that's not going away anytime soon.
Nope, not at all. We want to hear from you, though. What are your thoughts on all this? The whole AI celebrity thing. Excited? Concerned? Let's discuss down in the comments.
Share your thoughts. We're listening.
This has been quite the deep dive, hasn't it? Into the world of AI celebrity.
It has.
Mind-bending, for sure. Hope you found it thought-provoking, because we definitely did.
And if you're looking for more deep dives on all sorts of cool topics,
check out our other videos. We've got a whole bunch. Tech, culture, you name it.
always something new to explore.
Until next time, stay curious.